What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Forex with Cody. And in this video, we're just going to be going over how Friday went. If you would have watched the last YouTube video, you would have seen that we kind of analyzed the week up until Thursday, and I was talking about the trades that I was looking to take for that Friday session pre-London. So I'll go over those, how we ended up for the week, in profit wise, pips wise, percent wise, and I'll break down those trades from Friday, and then we'll look at the week ahead, what we're looking at on pound yen, pound Aussie, and also gold, if there's any setups so far. And we'll look at how the weekly candles have closed and potentially what could happen going into next week. But all in all, pretty decent week. All the trades were called out to the private members. You'll see a quick picture right here of how we ended up on the week, the profits right above. And yeah, you know, it was decent. It started off quite slow, but it picked up in the end, and we had some beautiful type 3 setups here on Friday. So let's get into it. If you guys would have watched the previous YouTube video, if you haven't, I would go and watch that now before. I'll put the link just above. But you guys would have seen that I kind of did the week up until Thursday last week, and I was talking about Friday setups, and that I would make a video over the weekend going over the setups from Friday. I did say I was looking at a couple of type 3 setups on GJ and also gold, and potentially GA. That one on gbpaud didn't work out, but the GJ and gold ones, we did end up getting entries. And if we take a look at the private Telegram real quick, you will see, where is it? Right here. So on Friday 17th, I also did a market update that day going over these trades, you know, breaking down the entries and why I'm looking at these trades. So that was for the members. And you can see here, right? So I posted this. I had the entry 186724. Stop loss 187227. Sorry, my throat's really dry right now. I need some water. 186224 was the take profit, right? So you can see that I posted that there. GJ trade idea type 12-hour type 3 bearish setup, right? So basically that was from the 12-hour, and what that was right here was this setup right here. So we had this market structure trending to the downside. Let me just go like this. So we had this market structure trending to the downside. We had highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows in here from the 12-hour time frame. If I just mark out those real quick, you can see highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows. And basically I saw the market start to create a resistance and then flip bearish, and we started getting this market structure from the 12-hour perspective. And so what I was looking at is price to continue after this 12-hour this second 12-hour candle. So I was looking for this third 12-hour candle to continue bearish and give us a nice push, which is exactly what happened. I had my sales underneath here somewhere, and stops were above this level, and take profit was down here. So it was a 1-to-1, 50 pips stop, 50 pip take profit. So I made a nice little 50 pips there on GJ. And you'll see here the results from that. The profits 2039 56 cents. So that was that sell. Yeah, played out beautifully just based off of market structure. Like I said, simple price action and market structure. You can see price came down and retested this level perfectly, right? Look how that tapped into that level. It's precision, right? And I talked about this level in the previous YouTube video, and I also talked about it in the market update sent out to the members here. If we go through it, you'll see that I mark out that level somewhere. There we go. Marked it out right there. So that was sent out to the members. There you go. That's me marking it out. That was sent out to the members, and also the trade was sent out with entry, stop loss, and take profit levels. So yeah, beautiful trade, and nice profits. gave us a nice extra 2,000 profit to end off the week. And then we also had this trade on gold, which was also sent out to the members. If I scroll down a little bit more, you can see here the gold trade. You see entry 1989.144. You can see the stop loss 1980.144, and the take profit 1998.114. And you can see here gold trade idea, 12-hour type 3 bullish setup. And basically, again, what that was, we had that flip in market structure, right? So what happened was price came down and retested levels somewhere in here, right? This kind of in this kind of area. If we mark out sort of from the bodies of these candles right here, I suppose, you can see that price came and tapped in there, found support, and then we had this point in the market, right? So this point in the market was the swing lower high, right? So you can see that we're trending down. We break this level of structure right here, right? So we break this level of structure, we retest it and continue bearish, and then we create a new low, and then we create a lower high, and then a lower low, and then we come up and then we break that lower high, so the most recent lower high in that downtrend formation, and then we retest it. And then what do we get? We get lows, highs, and higher highs from the 12-hour perspective, from the 12-hour time frame. A break of market structure, a flip, and a nice bullish move to the upside, a retracement, a retest, and then a nice type 3 candle pattern set up to give us our entry. So what I was looking at again was price to continue past this 12-hour level of structure, so this high, and I was looking for it to continue bullish. And you can just see the precision here on the 4-hour, right? You can see the absolute precision. Look where the bodies of these candles close and respect this level, right? And if you look over here on the left, you can see that it doesn't come into the top of that range, right? If I was to mark out the top of that range on the 4-hour, it looks messy, right? Look over here, like it doesn't retest it at all. It breaks below it, breaks back above it. But this, the bottom from the 12-hour perspective, oh mate, it's beautiful. It's gonna give you some real clean levels, some real precise levels, right? So that was that. Let me just change this. I've decided I don't want purple lines in here. I only want that for my candle pattern setups. So again, we looked for buys above here, which is what we got. We went around about 50 something pips into profit. So we was sitting in a nice little bit of profit for a little while, but then price came down. My stops were just below here somewhere, I think like 100 pips or something, and I was going for a 1-to-1. So it was something like that. But I did end up, and I sent this out to the members, I did end up closing early on this trade as price came back down into our break even. And you guys will see that from the free Telegram. You will see here, right, this was the gold trade. So you can see xauusd, that's gold. You can see 189.8915. So if we go to 189.1895, somewhere in there, right, that's where I entered. And you can see that there wasn't any losses there. I closed at $67 profit, which is pretty much break even after commission and stuff like that. So yeah, we saw a little bit of profit on that. So like I said, around about 50 pips before we start to come back, but I was going to sleep. It was the end of the week, right? It was the last day on Friday, last training session being a Friday, and I was going to bed. I wasn't going to leave my trade to run overnight, so I decided to just close it at break even and get out. And it was it was a good idea that I did. I didn't try and hold and get greedy. I just thought, what, going to bed, price come back down to my break even. Let's just close out this trade and let's not take any losses right at the end of the week. And let's end on a positive note. So that's what I did. So yeah, that's how the week ended up. So as you can see from the Telegram, we ended up $3,265.42 profit for the week. Very nice. All these trades were called out in the private Telegram. Like I said, the link for that will be down below if you're interested or if you want to check it out. But yeah, going into this week, I had a little look earlier. I haven't really seen too much. If we take a look at the weekly closures quickly, you can see here gold. It's not really in any kind of market structure or any kind of trend. We can see we've had a massive move up. It's retraced, so we could potentially see more upside this week on gold, but we'll have to wait and see. From the weekly, not much is happening. Again, we're just tapping into, you know, these kind of levels over here. You could see that's potentially a head and shoulders, like a, you know, you can see left shoulder, head, and then all over here is the right shoulder. You can see we've tapped into that level, and then price has just straight reversed. So not really much happening yet on gold, although like I said, we are potentially in that uptrend structure right now. We broke structure to the upside, we've retraced, tested on a key level, and now we're moving bullish again. So from the weekly, not much. From the daily, again, not much. You know, we did have some nice retest of this level with some nice type 3 bullish candle pattern set up in here from the daily perspective, but price didn't continue. So I would just wait and see what happens around these highs, if price is going to continue bullish or if we're going to come up in here. Like I said, could be even another head and shoulders in here, right? So you can see we've got left shoulder over here, head, and then potentially right shoulder here or right shoulder here. Price has broken structure to the downside from the daily. We've broken the low from the daily structure point right here. We've broken this low, retraced. If we get the fib out here and we run it from the top to bottom, we can see that we are in the key Fibonacci zone right here, where price could potentially reject and start moving bearish. So overall, a little bit mixed on gold. Like I said, we have broken structure. You can see all this structure over here in the downtrend that price is now broke, retested, which looks like it could be the overall, you know, the picture that we want to look at, not necessarily just what's going on in here too much. So we just have to wait and see now. We have to wait and see what happens with this next weekly candle, and we have to wait and see what happens with these daily candles, and if we start to get any setups here from the 12 and 8 hour time frames. But so far, nothing on gold. Same thing on gbpaud. If we take a quick look at the weekly, we can see that price is you know, from the weekly perspective, we are consolidating here now, right? We are in a range, in this small little range right here. From the weekly perspective, not much going on from a weekly point of view. Just change all these. So yeah, not much going on from a weekly point of view. gbpaud, if we just zoom out real quick, you can clearly see still in an uptrend, quite clearly. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that, right? We can clearly see that that is trending bullish. It does have a very clear level of support that price has bounced up multiple times, and if we drag that over, it can be dragged to there as well. So key levels on gbpaud that are being respected so far. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move up at some point. We have to break this resistance in here to come and test these levels up here. But so far, at this point, yeah, we're in a range and we have to wait for a break. Nothing happening on the weekly. If we go down to the daily, again, not much happening. We had a potential type 3 setup here from the daily perspective, bearish, but then price didn't break the lows and we had another bullish closure. So nothing there, nothing from the daily perspective. If we go down to 12, again, nothing. Price just coming into this key support level, retesting and bouncing off. Again, we did have a 12-hour type 3 setup here, right, from this point. So we had a bullish candle, lows, higher lows, highs and higher highs, but then this next 12-hour didn't continue bullish. So yeah, again, not much happening on gbpaud in terms of any kind of candle pattern setups or even market structure. We're just in a range right now, and we're waiting to see if it's gonna break out. It's been in a range since like September, the start of September. Sorry, the end of September, the start of October. So it's been a little while now. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's take a look at the monthly actually, and what's going on here. So the monthly, if we just zoom out, yeah, just in some again, from the monthly perspective, you know, it's quite sideways, isn't it? If we're looking here, price is pretty much just going sideways. No real direction at the monthly right now. We've had a rejection of some kind of level in here, some kind of resistance, potentially this spike in the market right here. So yeah, we just wait, you know, we just wait, and we wait for a setup. Nothing so far on the 8 or 12. So again, we wait until Monday and we see what happens. In terms of GJ, weekly, again, not much. We did have the type 3 setup from the weekly perspective. So we had lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we did take buys here. Price went up 232 pips after that type 3 setup. So, you know, beautiful move on GJ for this week. And I did call this in one of my YouTube videos and also to my members. This weekly type 3, that this week's going to be bullish and could continue bullish. So nothing yet from the weekly. We have rejected the highs of this move over here, of this resistance level. If we look at that from the daily perspective, we closed above, but now we have closed back below. But price did come in and retest this level in here. From the daily, we've potentially got a type, right, we do have a type 3 setup right here. As you can see, I've got it marked 2424. This is a type 3 daily bearish setup, and basically we'll be looking for sales below this level, but it does have a massive rejection wick here. Price would have to go down at least 125 pips and break the lows over here for me to consider a trade, and that's quite a big move for a daily candle to make. 125 pips plus an extra potential 50, 60, 70 pips for me to get my take profit down in these areas. So you're looking at price potentially moving 200 pips for the daily. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, so far all I'm looking at on GJ is this daily type 3, and we'll see how it progresses once Monday market opens. 12 hour, we had this beautiful type 3 right here and this beautiful move down. Price did go down for 150 pips after this type 3 setup in this area. So yeah, that is what the only thing really I'm looking at Monday morning market open is this daily type 3 setup on GJ. So we'll see what happens. Price has tapped into this little consolidation range, potentially picked up some volume, some liquidity, and now we'll see distribution back into these highs and continue this uptrend potentially. But yeah, that's the little weekly analysis, weekly update. I definitely need some water. My throat is so dry right now. So yeah, the only thing I'm looking at is this GJ setup, but I will keep the private members updated. If any, well, things are going to change come Monday. Once we start getting some candle closures from the 8 hour, the 4 hour, we're going to start looking at some, some other setups here. But as of right now, as of going into next week, this is the only thing I'm looking at a Monday morning open is this GJ daily type 3 bearish setup. But that is that. Thank you guys for watching. This was, how long was this? 18 minutes. Decent. I've got to add my intro on, so it's probably going to be about a 20-minute video, which seems consistent with my other videos so far. But for those of you who are watching, if you have watched this far, I've got a little something for you. So if you go down below into the description, you click the copy my trades. It will bring you to this right here, Forex with Cody membership. and you can go in. It will pop up a little screen for you, and it will show you something like this, and you can click the CJT private Telegram. You click that, you go, I have a discount code, and the discount code you put in is CJT. Oh, it's already in caps. CJT use 100, and that's going to give you a month subscription for free as a little thank you for those who are watching this far into the video. And this is only going to be available for a short time, so head over there now and make sure you definitely use this while it's available. So for those of you who watched this far, well done, you got yourself a little prize. I know my videos can be long and a bit daunting. My voice is a little bit monotone, it doesn't have much change in it, so you know, I appreciate you guys for watching. So yeah, and then once you click that, just click, you know, click enter whatever, and it will say, do you want to proceed? Yes, you can choose any one of these, and it's you're gonna have to put your details in, but it will give you the month for free, and then you just cancel your subscription after that if you want to. But yeah, that is that. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you all on Monday for market open and some updates going into next week. All right, peace out.